Hey, good morning everyone. Mike Vukovcan here with another Pitt football recruiting update. We're going to recap yesterday, look ahead to today, which is a really big day for the Pitt coaches. But I also want to just go back to something for the last video I did. I mentioned Travis Koontz. He's been a big popular subject on our site the last couple of days for obvious reasons. When I recorded the video the last time, I said I would be shocked if he didn't commit to Pitt, barring something crazy happening. And I guess from my interview with him, something sort of crazy happened just with the visit with him and Coach Salem. Kind of unexpected, but could he come back? Sure. But I think we will see. Obviously, what he heard during his recruiting trip wasn't something that interested him a whole lot. And the other factor that's getting involved here is Georgia. When a team like that gets involved, obviously if they're getting involved, the kid has talent. He's going down there, as we reported, next week for an official visit. We'll see how all that plays out. In case you're just not aware of what's going on, when Pitt went out there for an official visit, not for an official visit, but for visiting him, they stressed a lot, him being a lot of a run blocking tight end, and they stressed that a lot. Not solely, but that's not something he wants to be, I guess, stuck with the whole time. I guess he had that a lot with where he's at right now in Ventura, and he believes he's a pass-catching tight end as well, and he doesn't want to almost be a de facto third tackle. So we'll see how that works out, but along those lines, interesting visit last night by Pat Narduzzi and Rob Harley. We had it first on Pittsburgh Sports Now a couple days ago. They went to go see tight end Brett Seether from Clearwater, Florida. He's a guy that, when you look at his frame, he's 6'5", 215. He is a pass-catching tight end, so that's why it has me a little bit. This guy wouldn't be a guy that would be coming if they would. He has a Pitt offer. If they were to get him, he doesn't have the build of a guy that is a guy that's going to do a lot of run blocking. His strength clearly is as a receiver, and if Narduzzi went to go see him last night at his home, which he did, I just don't understand the difference between the two of them. So we'll find out. I'm scheduled to actually talk to Seether in a little bit on his way to school, so we're going to find out how the visit with Pitt went last night, and they were trying to talk him into an official visit soon, so we'll see how that works out. A couple other key visits yesterday before we get into today. Darius Tisdale, Tim Salem was in Jersey yesterday to go see him. He's a big left tackle from Lackawanna College. He's going to make an official visit. He's one of the three guys in the mix for one of the couple spots Pitt is looking to fill on the offensive line. I hope to talk to Darius today to see how that went. And the big one yesterday was Brandon Mack. He met with Archie Collins during the day and also late last night. I talked to Brandon last night, actually, as soon as shortly after the visit, and he has some interesting things to say. We're going to have, as soon as I get this done, I'm going to start writing up that article. We'll have it up this morning, but he had a lot of interesting things to say, and I'll be honest, I think he's going to be a hard guy for Pitt to keep for a couple reasons. Number one, he's getting pursued by a lot of schools. Number two, Pitt has a lot of defensive ends already committed, and number three, he doesn't want to sign until February. That's not going to happen. He's not signing in December. He wants to sign in February. And as we know, Pitt has a shortage of scholarships as far as availability, and they still want to sign a lot of guys. So if he can't give them 100% commitment, we'll see how all that works out. There's no doubt they want to keep him for sure. He's a very talented guy. They would love to keep him. Obviously, they're going to try to talk to him about that. So they have great interest in him because he might be the most talented defensive end that they have signed right now. But, we'll see how that works out. But it's going to be a battle until the end. Mississippi is coming after him hard. So we'll see how that plays out. As far as today, huge day. I'm going to recap this real quick. Today's the last day Pitt's going to be on the road before tomorrow when they're going to host recruits for official visits, and they got a big schedule lined up for today. Narduzzi and Sean Watson will be in South Carolina to go see quarterback Davis Bevel, so that'll be big. Salem will stay in New Jersey as he's going to meet with another defensive end, Bryce Nelms. Corey Sanders will also be in Jersey today with Jason Collier, who's a tight end, but also could be, I guess, converted to tackle. We'll see how that plays, but right now they have him projected as tight end. But the two biggest ones of the day, Christian Mahogany, he's going to meet today with Pitt. He's the guy that's going to visit tomorrow, and I would guess that he might be #1 in their board as far as offensive linemen go. Rutgers, hometown state, is making a huge push for him. I think he's feeling a little pressure to stay home. Pitt wants him to actually come up, obviously want him to come up and sign with them, so we're going to see what happens. But I know Pitt would love to get him in the fold, and we'll probably try to work on that this weekend, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But the big one is we told you last night first, Pitt's going to meet with MJ Devonshire. Narduzzi isn't going to be there. Coaches only get one in-home visit, and MJ isn't going to sign until February, so I think Pat wants to hold that visit until right before signing day. But they will send Rob Harley and Randy Bates to Aliquippa tonight to meet with MJ and his family. They're also going to meet throughout tomorrow night as well with Will Gibson. Kevin Sherman's going to be in on that visit. But, you know, we all know the story with Devonshire. They want him. He's probably been one of the top couple recruits on their board for the last couple months. They're battling West Virginia. Right now, I would probably say West Virginia has the lead for him. Pitt's going to try to change that. Will Gibson's commitment to Pitt be a factor in maybe getting Devonshire over to Pitt? We'll see. But this is going to be a hard one for Pitt, but they're going to battle. They want him. He's a guy that can do multiple things for them, help him in special teams, obviously on the defensive side of the ball. Who knows, maybe he can have a role on the offensive side of the ball as well. Past Saturday for Aliquippa, he played some running back and had a huge game. So the guy's obviously multi-talented, and Pitt wants him. So we'll hopefully talk to MJ either today or tomorrow and find out how it went. He's sort of tight-lipped. He likes to keep all his recruiting stuff in-house. But we'll see what happens. But that's the big visit of the day. And that is about it for now. We will check back. Maybe tomorrow we'll come back and preview official visit weekend. And as always, check with us throughout the day for updates on all Pitt and WPIL recruiting news on Pittsburgh Sports Now. Thanks, everyone.